Hello and greetings to everyone and anyone who has chosen to take the time to watch this and hear my words. Some time ago, back in November of 2016, I wrote a blog called Chaos to Calm, Clarity and Understanding. And I was thinking about how similar that title is to what I would like to speak about today. And chaos, our world is sometimes seems to be in a state of chaos. And we have to live through it. So here we are and making the best of everything that we can. And I know so many trying to stay in the highest vibration that they can. Sometimes it's easier to keep positive when there is a knowing and an understanding and clarity is present. So that's what I'd like to do is maybe shed some light on the state of the world and maybe the reasons why and what we can do as a soul incarnated here at this time to make a difference and to keep going forward the best we can when things just seem to be so chaotic and there's so much going on everywhere, and we get messages, we have videos, we have words we can read, and sometimes they're conflicting, sometimes they are similar, and oftentimes those videos and those words you read can cause some semblance of fear, which isn't good for the soul. When we watch a video or read an article, it's so important to remember it's okay, watch it, read it, and then come from the heart. If it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't sound like the truth, then disregard it. If there's most of it you don't really care for, but there might be a little gem of wisdom in there somewhere that might help you through the day. The whole planet seems to be in upheaval, and I experience it every time I go grocery shopping, every time I fill my vehicle with fuel, and things. An example would be where you want to buy a box of cereal, and that same box of cereal is smaller in content, but the price has remained the same, or the fuel keeps going up, and you think, how am I going to pay the bills at the end of the month? And how am I going to live? How am I going to buy groceries? Well, it's all happening for a reason. And the reason is because, excuse me, because there has to be a cleansing of our planet. And that cleansing can only happen through us understanding and keeping positive and doing the best we can, and we can make a difference every moment. Each person, the energy that is put out there by each person makes a difference, either positively or negatively. And I think of it sometimes like our planet, sometimes like a festering boil. And it has to, all the rot and all the negativity has to come to the surface to be healed before we can move forward into our new world and our new age. And everything has to change, and that includes education, that includes industry, that includes religion, that includes governments, that includes the pharmaceuticals, that includes the farming, it includes everything. Everything has to change and become more in the light, more of the light. And we can do our part by understanding what is happening and why it's happening. And there's turmoil in various countries, and that can be attributed to karma. And maybe it's something that happened hundreds of years ago. And now in this lifetime is the time when we cannot ascend as a collective until all of the karma that we have incurred is balanced and cleared. And that includes countries, not just individuals. It does include individuals. We're all here working out, balancing our karma so that we can move forward into the new world. But countries are involved too. And our job is to stay focused, stay grounded, trust the plan. And we can make a difference. But the plan is of the divine. It's of the mothers. It's a mother's plan. And it has to play out. Now, the karma must be cleared and balanced between countries and soul groups, soul families, each person individually. And it is happening, and we're getting so much help from the higher dimensions. I mean, the galactics are giving us good energy. We're getting energy, good energy, and a boost up from the sun, the solar flares, from the divine, from many different sources, and it's all contributing to the change in our DNA, which is necessary to make the global changes. Because once we elevate ourselves, once we bring in more light, our bodies change, our DNA changes, and then we're more able to understand, because our level of consciousness rises, and then we can understand what's really happening and why. And it has to, the cleansing has to happen, the healing has to happen, the ancestral healing, the global cleansing. And we're not in this alone. We have a lot of help from the higher realms. But we need to get through this, and it has to play out exactly the way it was planned, and it will, and it is. But we have to, during that playing out time, we are given a huge opportunity to move forward in evolution, and that's all part of it. We were created as a race that would evolve rapidly, and in cosmic terms, we are evolving rapidly. So we need to have that time where we can face adversity, work through it, and still stay positive, no matter what. If we can just trust and follow the light, stay on your path, trust your higher self, trust in your guidance, trust God, Mother, Father, God, trust the angelics, trust the Galactic Federation, and we will get through this, and we will evolve, and we will be here to experience the new world and the new age. And there are those who have chosen not to. They've chosen to exit the planet, and that's just fine. That's their choice. So it's all good. Even when it seems tough, if we weren't strong enough, we wouldn't be here. And I tell myself that day after day after day. We all chose to be here. We knew what we would experience. And I have said this many times before, but I think it bears repeating because I have to remind myself. So I'm just thinking, okay, maybe I can remind someone else that it's important to remember the truth, remember who you are, where you're from, and what you came here to do, which is raise the vibration of this planet so that we can all ascend, we can move into the new world. So that's about what I have for you today. I hope something that I have said is helpful and helps just one soul on their journey. That will be well worth it. So goodbye for now.